Right now I'm going to show you how to install this LUXE Bidet. Should take about 15 minutes. First, let's go over what you get. So in the box, it comes with the bidet system. It also comes with a 15-inch hose. It's got the T connector, and then it's got 2 wrenches, and it actually even comes with some plumbing tape, and it comes with the instruction manual as well. Really quick, easy project, comes with everything you need to install it. The first thing that we need to do is go ahead and turn off the water. Now we need to remove the toilet seat, and we don't want to just remove the seat, we actually have to remove the actual nuts and bolts as well. Now go ahead and set those aside and we'll prep our bidet for installation. So the bidet is just going to set in place here, and then you're going to put those bolts and nuts right back in, and you're going to secure it down into place, and then we'll put the lid back on. But first, it comes with these little discs here. They have a rubber gasket that need to go on the back. Now it's got these large grooves or slots here, so it's gonna fit a variety of toilets, so that's why that's so big there. But just one second, let's set this stuff aside here. And what I wanna do right now is go ahead and attach the hose. I find it's easier to attach first before you put it on the toilet seat, and so we're just gonna go ahead and do that first. So it's got 2 different sizes here, so it's fairly obvious which side needs to connect to the inlet on the back of the bidet here. So we're just gonna go ahead and screw this on here and just kind of get it in place. Now the cool thing about this system is that it actually comes with this like little wing nut wrench, so we don't even have to tighten this on with one of the wrenches it comes with. You just slide this down and now you can just tighten it here. So that's pretty slick, and actually I've got this on kind of crooked. So, you know, and that's one of the reasons that I like to do it beforehand, because it just makes it easier to put this thing on. So you put that in place there. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it, kind of get it kind of snug, and then we'll get it in place here. So perfect, so that's in. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this lined up, and I want this to be in the apex, you know, the top or the back center of the toilet bowl, toilet seat as much as possible. So once I get it where I want it, I'm gonna go ahead and start here by putting the rubber gasket in and then putting the disc down in place over it. And I'll follow up with the other one. There we go. So now we can go ahead, and I really want these to be in a little bit more snug, so there we go. So now it's kind of lined up there, and I can go ahead and start here by putting my bolts back in place, and I'm just going to lightly get them both in place here, and then we'll tighten it up. Okay, so again, just kind of want to make sure that it's centered again here, and now I can really start to tighten the bolts down, and then we can go ahead and continue. So get your bolts nice and tight. Now let's go ahead and connect the hose here to the actual water supply. So I've already turned off the water. Now I would just want to disconnect the hose from the bottom of the tank here, and I also have a towel here because there's going to be a little bit of water left in the hose here, and I just want to catch that. So yeah, so it's just a little bit of water, and I'll just go ahead and get that cleaned up here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our T connector here. It's got 2 little plastic pieces. We just need to go ahead and take those off, and then we can get to work here. So water is going to connect. The water in is going to connect to the bottom. This is going to connect to the base of the toilet tank here. And then our water in for our bidet is going to go to the out here. So just get them all connected in whatever order you are comfortable with. I am going to start here by connecting it to the base of the tank of the toilet. And I'm just going to hold my thumb here to keep that T pointed outwards, because it's going to be a lot easier to connect. So I just want it pointed out so I can connect my hose easier. Then I'll connect the water in here at the bottom. See how it's kind of spinning there? So again, I want to just hold it with my finger here to make sure that it's still going to be pointing out, so it's easy to connect here. So now we're just going to connect the hose to the out of that T there. And then again, I think it's really slick that it's got this wing nut tightener here. So I'll just tighten that up, make sure that's nice and snug. I can turn the water back on now here and then just test it here. I'm not seeing any leaks. I'm just gonna go ahead and flush it. So now it's running well, everything looks nice and snug. I'm not seeing any leaks. Let's go ahead and wait for the tank to fill up and then we'll test it. So here are the controls here. So we've got our rear setting here, and then you also have a setting here for cleaning the nozzle, and then you have the water pressure here. So it's on rear, so we're gonna go ahead and turn it on. That's working just fine. And then we can go to the nozzle cleaning. So there we go. So that's working just fine. And then we can turn up the pressure there and turn that down. And we'll just test the rear again here. We'll switch it back. All right, that's working just fine. Now we can just go ahead and put the seat back on and tighten her down. There we go. It's installed, it's ready to go. Now you did see that water that oversprayed when I tested it. It's not gonna do that when there's not a bucket and a flat surface that it's splashing off of. Obviously, when you use it, it's not gonna spray all over the toilet seat like that. So there you go. That is how you install the LUXE Bidet. This is the Neo 120.